Today I have a speech for you guys on how to be a center back in soccer for my school. This is very interesting to me because in the beautiful game of soccer, the game has evolutionized with very talented players that are very fast. They can beat you with just their pace. So it is important if you're trying to be a center back on how to counter those and actually adapt to the new generation that is very fast. I have played for 17 years in different positions in soccer. My main one was actually playing center back. So I think I have pretty good credibility on how to tell you guys how to defend. So this generation is very fast. They can pass by you with ease. They can dribble past you. It's a very talented generation of players that has elevated the soccer world. So I prepared for today a few main points for a center back on how to adapt, and I will actually be touching that as of right now. So my first main point is you have to know the role of being a center back. When you're a center back, you have to know your role before you can even play the role. Your role as a center back, you have to defend the goalie however you could. You can put your body on the line, which many great professionals have done. We have examples like Sergio Ramos, Cannavaro, Chiellini. They put their physical on the line just for the goal to be at 0, and that is great determination. You are supposed to keep the goal at 0. You're supposed to defend it however you can, and you have to make sure your goalie is safe from any attacks. That is the main role. It is very important that you know that role. There is many defenders that don't know the role, and sometimes they just get misleaded. They forget what to do. But just remember that your role is to make sure that the goal is at 0. The second main point is you have to actually communicate with the rest of your defense. You do have 2 center backs in a team, sometimes maybe even 3, and then you have your fullbacks on the left and right side, or sometimes you have your wing backs, which we have seen in 3-4-3s, etc. Those formations, you have to understand when you're playing as a center back that you are commanding all that defense. Sometimes the goalie will command all the defense, but sometimes you have to jump into that leadership role and call out your other center back, your partner, your other center back, your partner, if you guys are playing 3 defense. Or you have to call out your other center back and your fullbacks, make sure that they are aware that this is happening, and this is going to go through on goal, etc. So my third main point is that you have to make sure you're aware and you read the game before it happens with you. So I'm not really fast. I'm not really slow. I'd say I'm in between, but I can read the game pretty well. I can determine when an action is about to happen before it even happens. That's what makes great defenders that teams want. We've seen this with John Terry. John Terry is a great example of this. He was very slow for a defender in a new generation, the likes of Eden Hazard, Mo Salah, Atsu Fati, etc. We have all these fast players, and they need to catch up. And John Terry is a great example of this. He was really slow during his time at Chelsea, but man, was he great at reading it. And I'm a Chelsea fan. I know this because I've seen him every weekend play until he unfortunately had to retire. But he was very great at depicting when the run was going to happen, when the midfielder was going to send the ball over the defense. He was very good at that. He was a great captain. He would command his defense, and we actually went on a winning run in 2014 and 2016 when he was still at Chelsea. Another great example is Thiago Silva. His PSG times, his Chelsea times now, he is very great at depicting those passes, etc. before they're about to happen, and that's what makes a great defender. That's what makes a great defender, and you notice that's a great defender. There is many people you can actually watch, and I suggest watching. That's another main point of mine. Before you even play as a center back, I suggest picking a center back that you want to watch perform in a big game. That is very important. I used to do this a lot, and it's very great because you get to see and focus on their game, and then you can bring those aspects of their game to you, into your own game. I used to watch many games from all the games on the weekend, all the games during the week, and I would just focus on the defender, whether it was Champions League, any big tournament. I would just watch them, and yeah, you focus on what they're doing. If you see an aspect you like, you bring that into your own game. It helps you a lot, and I think that's what helped me a lot. But just remember that you have to stay focused on the game. Make sure you are aware of your own role. Communicate with your defenders. Make sure you read the game before anything happens, and that's how you'll become a great center back. In conclusion, I think it's the hardest position to play on the field. Like in general, it's the hardest position to play in the field, and it's actually very fun to play because you get to defend, you can slide. It is very fun to play. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you.